Okay, so we're going to look at the demographic profile for this print-based advert here. So this is the type of advert you'd get in a magazine. It's for Schultz beer, so it's a beer that no longer exists, I believe, and you can see it's from 1960. So it's quite an old, magazine advert. So what we're going to think about is when this advert was designed, which age group was it aimed at? What sex, what gender? Is it aimed at men or women? Nationality, and interests as well. And we're just going to discuss some of those ideas. So let's start with age. What can we say about the age? So when we think about age, we think about young, adult, OAP, teenagers, all those different groups. We would clearly put this into the age group of, say, 25 to 40. And why would that be? Well, the two people who are in the advert are clearly between the ages of 25 to 40. People who are aged 25 to 40 might think about settling down. So we've got this sort of family atmosphere here with the dinner table, they're clearly man and wife. And also people between the ages of 25 and 40 may be homeowners, and you can see that the setting for the advert is set in the home. It looks like it's designed for people of that age, so 18 to 25. In terms of sex or gender, well, you could say it's aimed more at men than women. And why would you say that? Well, even though there's a man and a woman in the advert, it's clear that the man kind of has the power. This is an advert from a man's perspective. If we look at this quote here, "Don't worry, darling, you didn't burn the beer." Quite a sexist quote. You get this a lot in 1960s type advertisements where the woman is like the traditional housewife, the man is kind of the one in power, clearly the one who goes to work. You can see he looks like he's just come home from work, and he's the one who has the power. So men in 1960 are meant to look at this and kind of laugh and giggle. It's meant to be a joke aimed at men at the expense of women. It's taking the mick out of women in some ways, saying that they're weak. So you can say it's aimed towards men. Nationality, a little bit tricky this one. You could say it's aimed at a white audience. Remember, this is 1960. This is a time when white people would have had the money to go out and buy these things like beers. People from different backgrounds, you could say, probably had poorer jobs. Obviously in 1960 there's still segregation in the US. So it's clearly aimed at a white audience, and you can say that because the two main characters in here are white. If this was a much more modern audience, you might get a slightly different type of model in the advert. You might get a black couple, or you might get a sort of an Asian couple. And interests. Well, I would say this is an advert clearly aimed at people who are interested in sort of marriage, clearly aimed at people who are interested in starting a family, who are probably quite well off. If you look at the two people in it, they look like they're well dressed, they look like they have money. So that would be the demographic profile for this advert. So age between 25 and 40, aimed at men. Nationality is probably white, Western, probably an American audience, and interests would include marriage, owning a home, the simple pleasures in life.